Hello, hello! Pizza Packs here, and we're back with the Bloomburrow 2-player starter kit. So, apparently everything that's in this is standard legal. A little weird. Kind of neat, though. This is the thing that supplanted the Arena starter kit. And it's supposed to be the new entry point for players into standard, or just into Magic at all. One weird thing I've noticed, so normally these, you can't give them away pretty shortly after the set's release. These have actually spiked up to like 30-ish bucks, something like that. And I know I had to pay more than MSRP for them. You got two really nice themed deck boxes, two pre-constructed decks that are playable. In fact, the last FNM I made it to was 2 weeks ago. So the first one I've made it to in quite some time. One of the new players was actually playing the blue-red deck FNM. He did not do well, but because he was playing against people with fully loaded out standard decks. But it was a good starting point, and he had a place to go. So it's pretty neat. So, got a nice little guidebook. I forget what this art style is called. I think it's material art style. Or vectorized, something like that. But interesting little starter play guide. Two foil face characters. They're not commanders. These are not commander decks. Just face cards for the decks. We got two ready to play 60 card decks. Also, funny enough, there are 10 rares in this set, if I remember correctly, that you can't pull out of, it's either 5 or 10 rares that you can't pull out of normal packs. They only come in this 2-player starter pack for Bloomburrow, which is interesting. Sarah Redeemer is one of them. The two face cards are also those. Let's look at those. Let's see. We have Burke, Long Ear of the Law, 4 green-white for 4/4 Rabbit Soldier. It's a mythic, also. Vigilance. When it enters, put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it attacks, double the number of +1/+1 counters on it. It's pretty cool. And then we have Bria, Riptide Rogue. I want this card to be I want this card to be good. Like this seems like it's going to be fun. But 2 blue-red for 3/3 legendary Otter Rogue with prowess. Other creatures you control have prowess. If a creature has multiple instances of prowess, each triggers separately. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. Like this, that could be part of a Spellslinger deck in standard. Alright, so let's take a look at what is in this. Now, I will say, if you are a new player, you can find these for MSRP, so there isn't actually an MSRP. It's just what it should be selling for, which is $19.99. Snatch this up. It's a good way to get started. It's a good way to get some cool cards into your collection. It's just all around neat. Now, if you've been playing for a while, you may not need these, but it makes a good gift for a friend. Right, let's see, we have Sarah Redeemer, 3 white for 2/4 Angel Soldier, flying. Whenever another creature you control with power 2 or less enters, put 2 +1/+1 counters on that creature. That's pretty sweet. Colossification, 5 green green enchantment aura, enchant creature. Whenever it enters, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +20/+20. These are of course are reprints, but they are in standard because these are part of the actual release of Bloomburrow. Fecund Green Shell, 3 green green for 4/6 elemental turtle with reach. As long as you control 10 or more lands, creatures you control get +2/+2. Whenever this or another creature you control with toughness greater than its power enters, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you may put it onto the battlefield, otherwise put it into your hand. Phineas, Ace Archer. Green-white for 2/2, legendary rabbit archer with vigilance and reach. Whenever it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control that's a token or a rabbit. Then if creatures you control have total power 10 or greater, draw a card. Born Elder. 1 and a white for 2/2 rabbit cleric. 3 and a white, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. 1, 2, 3 of those. Pleated Provisioner. 4 and a white for 3/4 bird scout with flying. Whenever it enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control without flying. Very nice. 1, 2, 3 of those. Carrot Cake. This is actually seeing a bit of competitive play. 1 and a white for an artifact food. When it enters, and when you sacrifice it, create a 1/1 white rabbit creature token and scry 1. Then 2 and tap, sacrifice it, you gain 3 life. Scry 1 is look at the top card of your library, you may put that card on the bottom, or you can put it back on top. 1, 2, 2 Carrot Cakes. Rabbit Response. 2 white instant. Creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. If you control a rabbit, scry 2. Nice. We have 1, 2 of those. Repel Calamity. 1 and a white instant. Destroy target creature with power or toughness 4 or greater. That's not bad. We have 1, 2 of those. Hop to it. 2 and a white sorcery. Create 3 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens. 1, 2 of those. Druid of the Spade. 2 and a green for a 2/3 rabbit druid. As long as you control a token, Druid of the Spade gets +2/+0 and has trample. So it's a 4/3 as long as you have a token. Keep in mind that doesn't have to be a creature token. That could be a food token. That could be a treasure token. It could be any number of tokens. So, very relevant thing. We have 1, 2, 3 of those. Tree Guard Duo. 3 and a green for 3/4 frog rabbit. When it enters, until end of turn, target creature you control gains vigilance and gets +X/+X, where X is the number of creatures you control. Nice. We have 1, 2, 3 of those. Rabid Bite. 1 and a green sorcery. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. We have 1, 2 of those. Giant Growth. For green, you get an instant. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. It's been in print since alpha. I think there may be a few times where it was out of print, but it's been around since alpha. We have 1, 2 of those. Clifftop Lookout. 2 and a green for a 1/2 frog scout with reach. When it enters, reveal the top card of your library until you reveal a land card. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped, and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. That is a thing. We have 1, 2 Clifftop Lookout. Very nice. Beauregard Mentor. Green-white for an XX rabbit soldier with trample. Its power and toughness are each equal to the number of creatures you control. Huh. Neat. 1, 2 Beauregard Mentors. And then we have Blossoming Sands. Enters tapped. When it enters, you gain a life. Tap for a green or a white. 1, 2, 3, 4 Blossoming Sands. We have some basics. We have plains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plains. We have forests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 forests. 27 lands. Oh no. Then we have a double-sided rabbit token. That's odd. It's a rabbit on both sides. And another one. Okay. And then turn order reminder. And a gift code. This is first come, first serve. Whoever wants it can have it. And an ad card. And that's for the green-white side. Now for the blue-red side. Starting things off, we have one of my favorite cards in the set, Mockingbird. 6 and a blue for a 1/1 Bird. Flying, you may have it enter it as a copy of any creature on the battlefield with mana value less than or equal to the amount of mana spent to cast Mockingbird, except it's a bird in addition to its other types, and it has flying. Mindspring. That's right. Mindspring is in standard. Do with that what you will. X blue sorcery, draw X cards. Alania, Divergent Storm. 3 blue-red for a 3/5 legendary otter wizard. Whenever you cast a spell, if it's the first instant spell, the first sorcery spell, or the first otter spell other than Alania you've cast this turn, you may have target opponent draw a card. If you do copy that spell, you may choose new targets for the copy. Sword of Vengeance. 3 mana artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has first strike, vigilance, trample, and haste. Equip 3. Yay. Bellowing Crier. 1 and a blue for 2/1 Frog Advisor. When it enters, draw a card, then discard a card. We have 1, 2, 3 of those. Thieving Otter. It's in the set, you just didn't know it. 2 and a blue for a 2/2 Otter. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, or combat damage to an opponent, draw a card. You get 1 of those. Then we have Pearl of Wisdom. 2 and a blue, sorcery. It costs 1 less to cast if you control an otter. Draw 2 cards. Draw 2 for 2 is not bad. We have 1 of those. Oh, apparently we actually have 3 Thieving Otters. It's just out of order. Waterspout Warden. 2 and a blue for a 3/2 Frog Soldier. Whenever it attacks, if another creature entered the battlefield under your control this turn, it keeps flying until end of turn. We have 1, 2, 3 of those. Oh, Pearl of Wisdom. Apparently we have 3 Pearl of Wisdom. They were just miscollated. Charmed Sleep. 1 blue enchantment aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted. When Charmed Sleep enters, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. We have 1, 2 of those. Alania's Pathmaker. 3 and a red for a 4/2 Otter Wizard. When it enters, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play that card. 1, 2, 3 of those. Flame Lash. 3 and a red, instant. It deals 4 damage to any target. Yep. 1, 2, 3 of those. Surprised they didn't just put Lightning Strike in. That would have been better. Coruscation Mage. 1 and a blue for a 2/2 Otter Wizard with Offspring 2. You may pay an additional 2 to cast a spell. If you do, when this creature enters, create a 1/1 token copy of it. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Very nice. Now, I'm not sure of how this works, but I believe with the one that doubles spells, if you pay for the Offspring, you get the Offspring for both this and the copy that it'll make. 1, 2 Coruscation Mage. Quick Tusk Boar. 3 red for a 5/5 Elemental Boar with Reach, Trample, and Haste. 1, 2 of those. Rabid Gnaw. 1 and a red, instant. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It then deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. We have 1, 2 of those. Stormcatch Mentor. Blue-red for a 1/1 Otter Wizard with haste and prowess. Instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. 2 of those. Now for the lands. We have Swiftwater Cliffs, 4 copies. Enters tapped. When it enters, you gain 1 life. Tap, add blue or red. Then we have some basics. Islands. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 islands. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mountains. We have some tokens. 2 auto tokens that are copies on the back. Very nice. Turn order reminder. A code. First come, first serve for whoever wants it. And then an ad. Very nice. Also, with the codes, please say whether or not you redeemed them in the comments. You didn't have to say that, but it is common courtesy, and I very much appreciate it if you do. But thank you for joining me on this adventure. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. This was the Bloomburrow 2-player starter set. So yeah, if you're looking for a gift for someone, it's not a bad one. But until next time, stay awesome. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.